Well, shit!
It starts with a spark.
Welcome to the Fireside. We are so glad that you are here. Thank you so much for joining us. It is another riveting episode on a Wednesday. I didn't remember what day it was.
Is it Wednesday? Yeah.
It is fucking Wednesday. And can I just say,
beautiful day in the life.
Beautiful day in the life, a day after we lost Dolly Parton and the day we lost Tim Curry. So fuck the Grim Reaper. He's getting it all wrong. And how much of a fucking wet sopping fucking pancake of a person do you have to be for people to die and then like the whole world is upset that it wasn't you?
Surprised he hasn't come out yet, dissing her because she's getting all this attention now. And we know that nothing bothers him more than someone else having a spotlight.
Yeah.
For whatever reason. I'm sure that there are people just physically holding his hands off of the keyboard.
Well, it's Natalie. Natalie's holding the keyboard.
Please don't. I don't want that picture in my head. Thank you. Please don't go there.
Oh, man.
I'm telling you, the Reaper's employee evaluation this year is going to suck.
We've lost some good ones this year.
And we have lots of bad ones.
We need to rebalance the fucking world. Like it really just needs to be rebalanced at this point. He's taking all the good ones, I'm going to go watch Ferngully after this shit. That's what I'm going to do. Now, some of you might not know who Jared Kushner is, and that's fair. That's totally fair. As we are trying to engage more of the populace into our political discourse, there may be people who have no fucking clue who that guy is. We're gonna introduce you. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, I think this is intentional too, right? Because much of what the destruction that this administration is working on is happening behind the scenes. They have their useful idiot in front, but the stuff that's going on behind the scenes is even more damaging, in my view, infuriating.
Jared prefers to be behind the scenes.
Absolutely.
He does not like to be in the spotlight.
Yeah. So we could just review a little bit about him. For those who don't know, he's married to Trump's daughter, Trump's coveted, beautiful daughter that he would be dating if he could.
You ever notice how much Natalie and Ivanka look alike?
Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah.
Like, they look,
I think
very
everyone
similar.
has noticed that. Everyone has noticed that. So Jared, he comes from a long line of assholes. His father, their family business was the Kushner companies that his father ran until he was indicted, pled guilty, and convicted of 16 counts of tax evasion, illegal campaign contributions, witness tampering, retaliation against a witness. Fun fact, the witness was his sister. And after discovering that her husband was cooperating in this investigation, he arranged for a prostitute to meet him at a motel room, secretly filmed them, and mailed this to his sister in order to try to control the actions of her husband. So swell guy, pled guilty.
That's the dad.
2 years. The
That's the dad. What's his name?
His name, Charles, of course. Charles Kushner.
Charles Kushner.
2 years in federal prison. Trump, of course, issued a full pardon for him and appointed him as U.S. ambassador to France and Monaco.
And they made him an ambassador.
Yeah. So, if you do bad things happen unless you're rich. So at that point, Kushner took over the family business. He kind of fronts himself as this real estate investor, property manager type. He's had all kinds of jobs with the Trump administration, positions that were created for him. They pay very well. And then as soon as he leaves the job, the position is abolished. So can you say nepotism?
No bad.
Yeah, he's had a lot of bullshit jobs in the administration. He famously was unable to get security clearance to work in the administration, both administrations, because of all of these ties that he has with foreign agencies, the Saudis. Um, he helped broker the sale of over $100 billion in arms for the Saudis.
Mm-hmm.
So he was not eligible for a regular security clearance, which is required to work in any capacity in the White House. Trump bulldozed that through.
Required though, because Natalie doesn't have security clearance either.
I'm sure she's entirely trustworthy. Um, he was one of the people that famously attended meetings with Russian agents who claimed to have dirt on Hillary Clinton. That turned out not to be true.
Mm-hmm.
He's been put in charge of brokering a peace deal with Israel and Palestine. Though, yet he has absolutely no foreign dignitary experience,
No.
no experience in the Middle East whatsoever, besides
Except
the
that his
billions of
dad's an
dollars.
ambassador. His dad's an ambassador
But
now, though, so
that's
that's like,
France. Yeah,
oh,
that's in France. He probably thinks that makes him qualified, but
it does make him
those
qualified. Yeah, absolutely.
those areas are very far apart. He has long-standing personal ties with Benjamin Netanyahu. So
They're family
he,
friends. Netanyahu
right,
used to sleep
right,
in his childhood home.
right. In 2020, he famously unveiled a plan in the White House at a press conference, um, talking about this deal that he had brokered between Israel and Palestine. Netanyahu was there. No Palestinians were consulted in the development of this deal, nor were any of them invited to the press conference. So they kind of see his little rat as being somewhat untrustworthy. Yeah, he was paid famously more than $2 billion from the Middle East,
Mm-hmm.
saying that he was going to invest the money in American and Israeli companies so they could expand their businesses into places like India, Africa, the Middle East, other parts of Asia. Um, it's been like 4 years later now, no investments have happened. And so he's going to be investigated for like, one, why did they give him this money? And two, where did it go? Since the investigation is being held by the Senate, I'm pretty sure we know what will happen with that. Um,
Well, Chuck Grassley's on it.
right,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
right. Um, yeah, Jamie Raskin's opened up an investigation into Kushner because they've amassed over $6 billion in assets. In August, they expanded this investigation into their famous, I think everyone has heard about their famous land purchase in Albania
Yes.
for $120 million that
Mm-hmm.
he paid to a suspected gangster and drug trafficker to buy a protected island, Sealand
Populated
Island.
island, right? Like it's populated, right? Like people live
It's
on that island.
it's a protected sanctuary, and the people of Albania have come out screaming against this. The deal just reeks of corruption. And you probably saw, like, I don't know, everyone should see Ivanka Trump gushing about how untouched this is and what a beautiful resort they look like. Fuck that. They see everything as an opportunity to make money from seaside resorts. They famously said they should relocate all the people that live in the Gaza Strip so they could, because it's valuable waterfront property.
Yeah.
How many people has Israel killed on the Gaza Strip? And they want to build a resort hotel on the top of all of those
Bodies.
sites, yeah, where people have been killed, women,
Top of all those
children,
bodies.
members of the press, rescue workers, hundreds of thousands of bodies.
Yeah.
Valuable waterfront property. So with that background, and reminder again, this is not an elected person. He holds no official government position. He has no experience as a foreign dignitary or diplomat. He's in everything for the money and to protect Donald Trump and Ivanka Trump and their investments.
They already have an island.
They have everything they want because there's no one in the government to stop them
Yeah.
from anything that they want to do. So he just uses his connections, get money from the autocrats in the Gulf, the Saudi Arabians. Um, let's head away to our friend Hakeem Jeffries. The
Hakeem.
kerfuffle now is that it looks kind of, if there are elections, it looks kind of certain that the guardians of the pedophiles are going to get their asses handed to them. And this, of course, is just
Delicious. Marvelous. Excellent. I can't
yes.
wait. Yeah.
If there are elections, it does not look like it's going to go well for them. In light of that,
I'm
almost
so
certainty,
excited. Sorry, I couldn't help it.
yeah. What would you anticipate the response on the part of the Democrats to be to this pending ass whooping? Do you think that the Democrats would be planning how to govern, how to be effective, how to gain the confidence back of the voters in light of this pending victory? This, Hakeem Jeffries, who is supposedly heir to this seat, uh, Speaker of the House.
He is the speaker. He is the representative for the 8th congressional district in New York. It's over the Bronx. It's over Queens. It's over just there's a ton of places in New York that he's over.
And for those who don't know, like this Speaker of the House is a big job, right? So depending on which party is in control, there'll be a member of that party who presides over the House. And you probably, I don't know, maybe you've seen this shit that Mike Johnson is pulling, like just sending people home when it
Oh
looks
yeah.
like the vote isn't gonna go their way, filling bills, not allowing things to even come to the floor. Um, it's a position that has a lot of power. And I am not that familiar with the career of Hakeem Jeffries. I've just seen him a lot on TV. But apparently he's the heir apparent should the Democrats take control of the House
Nancy
in the
Pelosi
midterm elections.
was grooming him for this. Yeah.
Nancy Pelosi. Luckiest investor ever. That's all I'll say. So I agree that it would be great for the Democrats to be out there now talking about their plans should they be successful in the midterm elections. I think that that would be a really good idea because it might get more people to the polls to vote in the midterms, which are historically very low voter turnout. Um, it would be great for a whole bunch of Democrats to be out there now talking about what has gone wrong and their plans to fix it and to actually help the American people who are struggling very much right now.
So Jeffries is he has recently been on CNN and other popular talking head shows talking about ICE and how we should not be dismantling ICE. We should not be abolishing ICE at all. He's also talked about Medicare for all and how his name used to be on that bill and he was really supportive of that bill and he no longer
Before or
is.
after the meeting? Was that before or after the meeting?
Before this is before. So all of these things were before. He has come out recently as very establishment Democrat, very DNC aligned, I have no fucking idea what he's thinking. So a couple days ago, a report from the New York Times came out that said that Hakeem Jeffries had taken a meeting with Jared Kushner.
Secret meeting.
No, it's a secret
private
meeting. It was a private meeting at an undisclosed location that a mutual friend set up for them. Okay. Now, Hakeem Jeffries has refused to meet with the more progressive candidates that have won their primaries before the general election because he just doesn't have time to meet with them, right? Like he just doesn't have time to meet with these more progressive candidates. But he makes time to meet with Jared Kushner, and he says that, you know, him and Jared know each other from when they did criminal justice reform with Cory Booker in the last administration. You know, so comforting to know that they were able to fix that. You know, what exactly did they do for criminal justice reform? What was it? Because from what I can tell, we are still imprisoning the most people in the world, and people are still making the most money off of those bodies that are being thrown into prison in the world. So really glad that they were able to do some work to reform our broken criminal justice system. So anyway,
I find this, so astonishing. Like right now, the approval rating for the Democratic Party is hovering around 27%. Fewer people approve of the Democratic Party right now than approve of fucking Donald Trump.
Yeah.
They got nowhere to go but up. They're snatching victory from the jaws of defeat. Like, the last thing that we need right now is anyone in the Democratic Party reaching across the aisle and trying to compromise with fucking guardians and pedophiles.
But that's what I don't understand, Mom. That's the part that makes me fucking furious. Jared Kushner is not a fucking elected representative. He has no security clearance. He is not a part of the administration. He doesn't even, he's not involved with this administration at all.
He's a flag vest for Donald Trump.
But
so why would he be meeting with him?
But Hakeem Jeffries wants to go meet with Jared fucking Kushner, who's breaking the law, by the way. Currently, as we are speaking, breaking the fucking law.
So for any Democratic leaders that are out there wondering, why are they so mad at us?
Well, hang on.
Why? How can the voters not support us? We're not them. We're not.
Clearly,
we're not the GOP. Why do they hate us so much? This is exactly fucking why. This is why.
Hakeem Jeffries just wanted everybody to know that the reason he's meeting with Jared Kushner is that they can find common ground and work on the affordability crisis, which is not a hoax.
Right. Because a billionaire
Kushner has every fucking thing to do with that.
What the fuck? Like, really, what the fuck? But are there any billionaires you can rattle off the top of your head who have any concern at all about affordability? Any? Because I know for fucking damn sure Kushner's not worried about it.
He doesn't give a fuck.
No. I'm not sure that Jeffries is that worried about it.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to play the clip of his response to this meeting because there's been an awful lot of backlash, courtesy of Forbes breaking news for this clip. Here you go. Check it out.
What's up, y'all? Just finished up an event here in the community in Brooklyn. I want to give you a little real talk on this Jared Kushner situation.
Real talk.
He asked for a meeting, and I took it to discuss the affordability crisis that exists that is not a hoax.
It's not a hoax.
At the same period of time, I shouldn't have to say it, but I am. No one is going to get a pass.
No, nobody is going to get.
We're going to hold every single member of the Trump cartel accountable, beginning on day one. if you're stealing from the American people, shortchanging the American people, or screwing over the American people, you're going to be held accountable.
He goes on
Does that
to
include
do a
Jared?
whole bunch of other word salad that really doesn't account for
Does
much.
that, yeah. Does that include Jared? I'm thinking not.
No.
I'm pretty much thinking not. He's also come out against an amendment to cut 3.3 billion in military aid to Israel. This week,
Shocking.
Jeffries' fundraising committee received the largest earmarked disbursement in the history of the AIPAC Political Action Committee.
Put numbers on that, Mama. What is it?
Pay to play. It's pay to play.
Yeah, but what's the number?
Let's see, what's the number?
What's the number?
AIPAC opposes the amendment.
Shocking.
They sent two earmarked payments, 87,500 and 61,000, total of almost $150,000 to Jeffries Battleground Protection Fund, a fundraising committee that splits the proceeds between Jeffries' campaign and more than a dozen frontline House Democrats. Pay to play, folks.
This man is dirty. He's
Well,
dirty.
I don't know that I would say he's dirty, but I would say that if he's meeting with Hakeem Jeffries, if he's meeting with Jared Kushner and taking all this money from AIPAC, he is not
This doesn't
working for
seem
you.
like it's above bar.
I think that his loyalty is compromised.
Yeah.
As it is for most of our representatives.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's why Hakeem is in the news this week.
So the backlash that we've heard from so far, I went and looked at some of the more popular news outlets on YouTube, alternative, not mainstream. So I looked at Young Turks, Pod Save America, Brian Tyler Cohen, Don Lemon. I looked at Dean Obadiah, a bunch. Okay. And they're all pretty much saying the same thing. What in the actual fuck is he thinking? What is he thinking? Like, there's so much backlash at this. There's like, how can he be looked at as a trusted? I mean, he's a politician. Are they all trusted? No. But how can people trust him? And he's running, from what I understand, he's running unopposed because the people that I spoke to that were running against him couldn't get enough signatures to get on the ballot. So he's running unopposed in New York.
He's anointed by the DNC.
Mm-hmm.
And again, this shows you when they don't feel like they are vulnerable. This is just unbelievably stupid or unbelievably entitled. Either way, it's like the last fucking thing that Democrats need. And they keep doing it. They keep doing it. It's like, no, we're all for you. And then like, we don't give a fuck what you think. So we're not the only ones who find this suspect. At the very least, it's incredibly poor judgment. It's the judgment of a man who should not have any leadership position in the Democratic Party.
Who would you rather see?
There are so many new young progressives coming up. I would like to see someone who has a track record of advocating and acting for the American people. I would be very shocked to see if the DNC would allow that to happen. That's just how I feel about that. So,
listen here. Jared is a smart guy and he hedges bets, but I'm telling you what, you better not bet against the House Republicans. Jared has interests and lots of other things going on. He's not really directly involved in the admin, at least in the day-to-day in the White House.
Yeah, so I don't really know why he's having a meeting with Hakeem Jeffries,
Wow.
because the Republicans are doing fine on their own.
Such a bizarre world. Oh my God.
Yeah, you know, that's
Not a good time to be a sentient being.
nope. So yeah, that's that scandal, that awful thing. I just want to finish out by saying it can only be Jared. Yeah.
It's perplexing.
I'm sure this is all above bar. This is fine. This is fine, guys. There's nothing to see
So
here.
fine.
There's nothing to see. It's fine. Everything's great. Everything is fine. It's going to be great.
It's fine.
If you have questions about what the fuck is going on, join the club because we do too. Like, what the hell is happening? New York guys, can we? They're only there for 2 years, okay? And I get it. It's too late to run somebody right now, but maybe, just maybe, maybe y'all get your shit together for 2028. You know?
And for the DNC,
Yeah.
maybe I should pick some leadership that we could have some confidence in. Because otherwise, fuck you.
And honestly, I just want to put this out there. He was caught this time. That's the only reason that he's saying what he's saying and he's doing what he's doing right now in this very moment to try to cover this shit up is because he was caught. These guys do shit like this all the fucking time.
Well, that's why
and
nothing
they
ever
don't
changes.
get caught. Yes. That's
You want to know
mean-
why your government doesn't work for you? Because they're working for themselves. The end.
Yeah. Who's the patsy?
So thanks for joining us.
Thank you for joining us. Yeah, it's not going to be so bad. Listen, guys, we're going to hold his feet to the fire. It's going to be fine. And listen, and I don't know. I was going to ask you one more thing before we go, though. The collective memory of the voting populace is very fucking short. Do you think that when it comes time to elect a speaker, that this is something that will be remembered? Or do you think that we're just going to get fire hosed to the face to oblivion and nobody's going to fucking remember shit because we're too overwhelmed?
I don't think it's a matter of memory. I think it is Hillary Clinton for president. I think it doesn't matter to them. They could give a rat's ass what we think. Even if this was front page news and they found more behind this than they've even exposed at this point, it does not matter. And that's the problem. The DNC needs major disruption. I just think we need to do away with both parties. But barring that, we're seeing really small incremental changes in terms of who's allowed to hold these offices because enough people are getting involved and enough people are voting. We've got to keep that up. You need to go vote in the midterms like your life depends on it. And this needs to become a regular habit. That's the only way that we disrupt this cycle. So if the DNC has decided that he is going to be Speaker of the House and he's compromised, so much the better. So much the better for their control and for their participation, reaching across the aisle. I'm afraid it just doesn't matter. So I'm sorry. I'm cynical. I'm jaded. I would love to be wrong. And sadly, I have kind of a long track record of being right.
Thank you all for joining us. Really appreciate you guys for hanging out with us today. Don't lose hope. We will have more sparks and more amazing stuff down the road. Thank you for tuning in on this wonderful Thursday night. Make sure that you tip your waiters. And,
make sure you're wearing your waders. The shit's getting deep.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Are you still looking up? Oh, God.
I'm having a hard time answering that question. Fail. Optimism fail. Reloading.
Well, shit.
I just need to raise the monitors.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, we'll catch y'all on the flip side.
We'll see you soon. Bye.
It starts with a spark, it ends with connection.